Wednesday, okay?
Why, just the other day, I stopped at a colleague of mine who dared to suggest that there is more than test prep and that we must teach children how to read, write, and think critically. This is, as you know, is an excuse to not teach and call it teaching.
Stop doing like this.
That's putting in the sleep.
Yeah, no, you see, Latino, Hispanic.
I'd like to bring up Michael Fiorello, chapter leader, member of Independent Community of Educators. In particular about how this impacts on our students. We're seeing the deprofessionalization of teaching.
Yes.
We're seeing people being brought in as two-year missionaries. They come in, they polish their resumes, and then they leave, hoping for a job with Goldman Sachs.
Go home.
Although I hear Goldman Sachs isn't hiring at the moment.
They say? What did they say?
They said, go up there to get some wine and cheese. Don't stay out here and wait for the rally to start. Go up and get some wine and cheese.
UFT staffers said that?
Yeah, UFT staffers.
It was sending people here instead of at the rally.
Right. So in other words, it's a long time to wait. It's going to be cold.
Is citywide seniority.
This is all part of the campaign to deprofessionalize teaching, to get rid of tenure, and to make it essentially contingent labor. Folks, we have to defend our contractual rights, regain the contractual rights that we had before 2005 when our union leadership sold us out. This rally, it's a damn shame because the UFT leadership that agreed to have this rally with the rank and file groups is not here.
Well, they got a good.
It's now 4:15 and the meeting hasn't started yet.
Okay, my name is Angela D'Souza. I'm a representative of the Teacher Advocacy Group, NYC. We were formed to protest the harassment of teachers that is just a way of undermining our profession.
After November 1st. Once they do that, at the end of the year,
is now that we have an agreement on this issue, we want to first explain it so everyone.
The agreement between the DOE and the UFT is a ruse, a defense to be used during the next round of contract talks that will justify the termination of ATRs as a rational yielding to market forces.
Understood exactly what it is, and then we will, for those who wish to, we are definitely going to walk up to Tweed to do the rally that has been planned for today. Is that okay with everyone? All right.
Folks, we don't have democracy when they try to turn this anger and this momentum into a candlelight vigil where we would not be able to shout out. We need to shout out our anger. We need to shout out to protect our rights on that contract. So, folks, when you have chapters with this crisis looming and they cannot even meet on these issues, then we don't have a union.
There you go.
We have to start building that union from the bottom up because it can be done to create a new UFT.
Every aspect of it. We don't need.
That's nice. I'm very glad that you discussed it off the air, but there's other people who came here for this information. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Put it away. Fuck you.
I'd like to call up Kent Waiter, chapter leader, member of Teachers for a Just Contract. I really hope that, as Marjorie was indicating just a moment ago, that today's event becomes the first of a long series of events to try to win back what we gave back in 2005.
Say again.
I love you.
Let's take a look at what some of the ramifications are for this for our students. Our students are being socialized for a particular kind of work and particular kind of life in the future. If you look at the corporate agenda for public education, you'll see not a word said about developing citizenship and democracy. What you're seeing is that you've got an approach that is training workers for the labor force, a non-union labor force, a labor force that involves excess work, stress, tedium, and remote surveillance.
Hey, ho, time's gotta go.
School can put an ATR.
Programs like the computer system ARIS are about remote surveillance of teachers. We've always had the data. The data is being used by them to try to control us and control the curriculum that's being given to our students. We had the Federation of Puerto Rico Teachers here. They took 20, 30 years, and they challenged their Taylor law in Puerto Rico, and they stopped the charters. They tried to charterize the whole country of Puerto Rico, and they stopped it in a 10-day strike where they stopped 90% of the schools were not open in those 10 days.
Better be sent with the ATRs so that whoever is at the
Tell people to go to a rally at 4:30, and then you come to me and say, go to the rally, come down and get wine and cheese.
That's true, Norman.
It is true.
I got my people up there, okay? Are they standing?
Remember what I promised that we would try to do a year ago, even before Armageddon happened. We said to the folks in the ATR meeting, and this is even before I have a drink, but I'll say this. We said to the folks before the ATR meeting, at that ATR meeting last October, November, we said, look, we're going to try to get the best of all worlds. We're going to try to make sure there's no forcible placements. And even means that you're not forced into a vacancy in a district other than your own. We know that there are a lot of people, and I'm sorry, there's some press out there that wanted to come in, and I said no. And Norman, you are here right now. Put that camera away. I'm really cold.
Right. You know what?
So by being here, we are not just fighting in our own interests. We are not just fighting for our own survival. We are fighting for literally fighting for the future of our students. I congratulate you. I congratulate Marjorie and John for their work and all of the others. Let's keep it up.
All right, so you came from the rally.
Yes. Just came from there.
Just came from there.
Because there was so much discussion about who was where and what was going on, and so we talked about it. We decided to come back here.
What time did you think the rally was going to take place?
It was supposed to start at 4:30.
4:30. We were there.
But originally it was 4 o'clock, so her and I, we were there since 4. And then it started.
I left my nice warm home as a retired teacher to come down to the rally.
Now there are some people, but remember.
Another reminder, announcement is there's still discussion going on at 52 Broadway. We were informed that Randy has finished, but Michael Mandel is clarifying some things. We hope they'll be getting here soon, but in the meantime, we're here to continue this. Okay. The situation was created by the terrible blunder that we made just a couple years ago in giving up the seniority rights of excess teachers to be placed by seniority in vacancies in other schools in the city.
I want to be clear on